shooting very well from the field and three-point shooting. But and we are underway. Lustily booed a couple of times already, and then LeBron James told his teammate that he would have his back. The pass from McGee. Holiday for three. Banked it in. Ball up to LeBron James. James crosses over and bully balls in.
He gets a full head of steam. It's not one guy's responsibility to stop him.
LeBron actually was looking for the call there. Davis with the fadeaway, and they call us NBA.com or visit the NBA app. I want to ask you guys both about what do you make of that 0 for 11?
He bounced back with a huge game tonight. The guy's a great player. Had a bad night.
And Rich Williams from deep, a guy that came on.
Do it the time that Anthony Davis.
Let's get you set for tip-off here. Kevin Calabro, Lamar,
the way he went about
taking on the Thunder.
And then during the course of the game, do it. But initially, show support and show some love. I understand
the right gear.
Holiday kicks it across to Williams. And he knocks down the court. How important is the Holiday to the Pelicans
built for
as Pope knocks down the post-knee surgery, and 8 weeks would put him
preseason and know anything. And I think for most people, as Holiday makes another, they didn't get the first pick, I don't think they would have had a franchise in 5 years.
Exactly. Man. LeBron with all day to take pictures and active at the offensive end so far. Spins inside with the left hand. I hear people say there's a first quarter lead. Jeff, true or false?
Well,
they've been inconsistent. And when you're inconsistent on the defensive end, you're going to struggle.
Okafor, we're doing don't care, right?
NBA. No, I mean, I'm just saying everybody does. And so I don't progress.
Rondo, also a former member of the Pelicans, up high. Davis punching it home. The Lakers in three-point shooting percentage. Davis made a rim run. Great pass by Cruz.
When guys ducked in, he taught that. Throw it off the backboard.
Pelicans are 8 of 10 from downtown. Holiday, another three on the way. Butter! LeBron back in to start the quarter, as is Dwight Howard and Davis.
And one thing about Dwight Howard, he stayed true to his word.
There he is on. Very productive.
There are people that argue that this guy won't be a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. That's not even.
Really humbled himself before the Lakers. Corner three, good. Howard set the screen for Caruso. Here's LeBron all the way to the bucket.
You've seen this multiple times over the years. I mean, it happens.
Is he making himself?
He totally made it up.
Houston Texans' Deshaun Watson could have thrown that any better than that.
Well, best receiver in football.
He's in the discussion.
Try and keep that one under wraps. Kuzma on the drive. The floater in the lane is good.
Harder for a young player who has been a starter. Even though he was a starter on non-play moment, I'm not sure how you could argue that.
Anthony Davis spins inside and got it.
When you add up all of those minutes, season, regular season, championship, I mean, this thing.
Davis with the mismatch on Holiday. Davis and Holiday are friends, but this is a go.
30 instead of 35. That's not what I'm talking about. That's been done historically.
Process. I think just as important is how often guys no one wants anyone to risk their health back from shoulder impingements. To the ratings. We have devalued the regular season so long that now as well, I think they're good because I think they're size
down Drew Holiday is a member of the all-defensive team, but didn't really bother. Got a good look. Here's Williams. Holiday over Davis. What a shot by Holiday. He's got 22. And LeBron and one. He moves people out of the way.
And again, gets all the way to the cup. If you're New Orleans, you got to do a better job where he sees box. And he's an outstanding player that doesn't get enough credit throughout this league.
Anthony Davis with the easy. Guys, we saw some pyrotechnics. A young guy like this who they were looking at this as kind of a redshirt year for him. Sitting
The physicality of rebounding and holding his own in the paint.
Davis inside. Here's Williams. Little 2-for-1 situation. Video after this. Indiana Pacers starting to make a little bit of a move. Now up to 11 for defense. They expect him back before the end of the year. Redick and the lead is up to 16. Make it 14 with the mismatch against Williams. Davis inside and mismatch against Williams. Tell you what, it's like a shooting drill.
Can live with that.
Jackson Hayes kicks it out to Ingram from the corner. Got Ingram on to Davis for this possession. And Davis will alert. AD had a big one against OKC. Folks, don't remember against Miami. As a Laker in Miami, he went for 50. Hey! McGee was open. Pope didn't see him. Holiday, a great defender. Third in the...
But they're professional people.
Sean Holiday, former collegiate player at Arizona. Of 6 defensively, though, the Pelicans doing a decent job.
No one's watching the game. They're just watching.
What an experience.
Those seats, though.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. Up high for Howard in the finish. 4 on the shot clock for Kuzma. Pulls it out. And a tough mid-range jumper.
By New Orleans.
Holiday steps through. Wow!
Running the basketball. You got to understand, you got to make sure you get quality offensive trips.
Well, that's just still trail by 12.
But if I'm Drew Holiday, I'm getting everything I want.
And I think they had a legit, as Davis dunked, I think they had a legit.
And Davis got a freebie. Rooms by Daniels. Caruso against Moore. Tough step back 3. Wow. By Okafor. It'll count if it goes. And Hart missed on the putback. And right elbow. Ends with the Pelicans, his former team leading. Hart for LeBron. Daniels with the 15-footer good. Tenuously standing at 4 when we come back. Any time to go, though. Kicks it out to Kuzma. LeBron deferring the last part of the previous quarter and the early parts of the fourth. Ingram inside to Hart.
Cut through the elbow.
Hart goes 2 for 2 away. James up high for Howard. Never made it.
Tough. He's a tremendous competitor.
There's Kuzma for the tie.
Play sacrificing his offense, getting guys involved.
Ingram with the layup, and he draws the foul. Picture of him on social media this past summer. Kuzma. And Ingram going to that we came to learn later. But he told us that in the Davis dives to the rim for the lob. LeBron caught. Guarded by Caruso. J.J. Redick let it fly and read by LeBron James. James took it himself and finished. Jackson Hayes with 6 on the clock. Long 3.
Incredible basketball play. This late, this great. Continue to put on a clinic. Absolutely incredible. We take for granted.
Redick makes it. He heard the footsteps. Caruso.
Coach, how many times we see a guy give up on a play? Give Anthony Davis credit.
It's up by 5. They've surged ahead.
A layup at the other end. Caruso converted instead of a tie game.
Pelicans this summer. In the wake of that blockbuster deal.
I had a chance to talk to
New Orleans Pelicans. The respectable Griffin. 104. LeBron behind his back. In strong.
Rim, like you said. So James gets a little bit of a step by.
Kept alive by Hart. Great hustle play by Josh Hart. The Pelicans starting close to the bucket. Got his own tip.
Buddy on the Lakers doing it.
The whole bench.
I'm doubling that.
No double team. He kicks it out. Makes the right play. Kuzma. And he goes 1 for 2. Lakers lead by timeout. They've got 1 remaining now. And they trail by. He's got to go 2 for 2 to put this thing away.
Just a tremendous.
No problems with the first. Anthony Davis. Type of night it's been for him, which ends with his former team, the Lakers. Drew Holiday going to exchange jerseys.